Monica, or Mona as she was known to the family, was the third child of Michael and Maggie. Born in 1896, she married Joseph Hogan in 1925 and they had 4 children. She died in March 1976. Anne recalls visiting Mona in Sydney on her honeymoon.
She's lived in Sydney.
I remember going when we went for our honeymoon. Dad and I went up to Sydney, and we had her address. Can't remember where she lived now, but he was a piano tuner, her husband.
Yeah, his name was Hogan.
Hogan, that's right. And
they lived in that
so we
main
went
code.
round to see them.
Oh, that was a market car.
Maggie Carrucan, or as she was usually known, Madge, was born in 1903. She would marry Michael King at Easter time in 1935, when she was in her early 30s, and they would have 1 child. Madge died in 1969. Kathleen Carrucan was the youngest of the family, born in 1906. There is a story that Kathleen received a scholarship to Genazzano in or about 1919, when she was 13, but her parents declined the offer. With Mona getting married, Kathleen's help was needed for the business, or so the story is told. But given Mona did not get married until 1925, something in the story does not quite add up. Perhaps she was just required for the business, regardless of what her sisters were up to. Her jobs included filling bags with wood chip and bark to be sold as kindling, and at times, riding a horse from 345 High Street to the bank in the Kew Junction, waiting as long as possible to get any late checks, and then galloping to make the bank before closing time. Kathleen was 28 when she married Bill Clemens in June 1935. They had 5 children. She died aged 85 in 1992. Anne, Estelle and Peter recall their Aunt Kathleen in this conversation captured in July 2021.
Our father's favourite sister was Kathleen,
Yes.
and they got on very well together, and they used to do.
She was
things,
nice.
but she was, and she was the youngest, wasn't she?
Yeah.
A very lovely person.
Yes, she was.
And she was kind, and she was always a great friend of Dad's.
She was a good singer.
Yes, she
Oh,
had a
was
lovely
she?
voice,
And he's all a family.
and they were very musical.
And he was a tram driver.
He was.
Yes, I think.
And then they got a jewellery shop. No,
Yeah, that's
a
right.
gift
Gift
shop.
shop.
Good shot, yeah.
Yes.